Manchester United will not make a move for Bradfords Ivan Tomori this summer, according to Sky Germany journalist Florian Plettenberg. It was reported last week that the Red Devils were still weighing up a bid for the England international, along with Everton's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but Plettenberg posted on X to say that Erik ten Hag's side are now focused on other targets. It must be said that, after splashing out €42.5 million £35.8 million on Joshua Zirkzee, bidding £50 million to £60 million for Tomori never looked that likely. If the 28-year-old does leave Brentford before the transfer window closes, a switch to West Ham, Tottenham or even Chelsea seems much more plausible. What are United's plans for the rest of the summer? The club have prioritized the signing of a new right-back. They have been locked in talks with Bayern Munich for Noussair Mazraoui, but the deal is dependent on Aaron Wan-Bissaka being sold first. In terms of other positions, Ten Hag is keen to recruit another holding midfielder following the decision not to retain the services of Sofiane Amrabat, who has returned to Fiorentina after his loan spell. Paris Saint-Germain's Manuel Ugarte is believed to be the favoured target, but the Uruguayan international's asking price is nearly £60 million. A cheaper alternative may need to be considered. United are still hoping to recruit another centre-back even after signing Lenny Yoro from Lille, but they have failed to find an agreement on a transfer fee for Bayern's Matthijs de Ligt. According to the Manchester Evening News, Man United are interested in Hoffenheim forward Maximilian Bayer. The 21-year-old has been attracting interest from all over Europe this summer. The likes of Atletico Madrid, Juventus, and Bayer Leverkusen have been linked with him, while in England, United face competition from Chelsea, Liverpool, and Aston Villa. Villa and Chelsea have recently submitted formal proposals for the Germany international, though no party has managed to bring Hoffenheim to the negotiations table as of yet. The 6'1" striker had a coming-of-age campaign last time around as he netted 16 goals and provided a further 3 assists for the 7th-place Hoffenheim. Valued by Transfermarkt at €30 million, Bayer currently has a €1 million per year contract at Hoffenheim that is set to run until June 2027. Bayer had a €32.5 million release clause in his contract that expired at the end of last month, though Hoffenheim are open to considering offers that start with that amount in hopes to get a higher fee given the number of suitors vying for his signature. With Rasmus Hojlund already at the club and Joshua Zirkzee also added to the ranks, United don't really need another young, project, striker. If the Red Devils are to go for a forward, they are better off pursuing an experienced head who could offer a ready-made goal-scoring solution up the pitch. So far under the new sporting regime, United have demonstrated themselves to not only be proactive with their decisions but also savvy, so it is unlikely they will dive into the market for a player already coveted by several other clubs in a position they do not need to reinforce. According to Tem Talk, United are unable to strengthen in the middle of the park until they have offloaded the Brazilian. Man Utd are in the market for a new central midfielder and have been in talks to sign long-term target Adrien Rabiot on a free transfer. Rabiot is a free agent after his contract at Juventus expired. But Man Utd can't complete a deal for Rabiot, who will demand a big salary of more than €7 million a year, until they have sold Casemiro. United need to cut their wage bill and raise revenue through sales in order to comply with the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. The 32-year-old is transfer listed and is open to leaving Man Utd for the right sporting and financial offer. However, it appears as if he is not willing to take a drastic pay cut as he is Man Utd's highest paid player on £18.2 million per year. There is strong interest from Saudi Arabia for Casemiro, according to Team Talk, with Casemiro's agent meeting Al Nassr, Al Hilal, Al Ahly and Al Qadisiyah officials in recent weeks. Only Al Ahly and Al Qadisiyah asked for additional information, but Team Talk report that no one has put in a concrete offer so far. This is a problem for United as they can't advance further with Rabiot until they have sold Casemiro. United want around €30 minus 35 meters for Casemiro. Casemiro to leave Man Utd this summer. Casemiro was arguably Man Utd's signature move of the summer of 2022. As they splashed out over €70 million for the legendary midfielder from Real Madrid. Some critics questioned paying such a large sum of money for a player who was already 30. The 32-year-old performed well for much of his first season and he played a key role in them winning the Carabao Cup. However, his form fell off badly in the 2023-24 campaign for a Man Utd team that endured a disastrous Premier League and Champions League season. United finished in 8th place, out of the European places and with a negative goal difference. They also were knocked out of the Champions League group stages, finishing bottom of a group containing Bayern Munich, Copenhagen and Galatasaray, and conceding more goals than any English team in a group campaign ever. They did win the FA Cup, but Casemiro did not play in the final. Physically, Casemiro looked like a player who is well past his best and who is no longer able to cope with the rigors of fast-paced football. He also struggled with injury over the course of the past season. He was heavily linked with a transfer away from the club in January, with Saudi Arabian teams interested in him. In the end, Casemiro stayed until the end of the campaign and he made little impact in the second half of the campaign as he missed the FA Cup final win over Man City. Manchester United could have a clear pathway to naming Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Manuel Ugarte as the third signing of Ineos' inaugural transfer window. PSG have reportedly agreed a deal for Benfica teenager João Neves, which will push Ugarte further down Luis Enrique's pecking order and closer to the exit door. United are thought to have named the 23-year-old their priority midfield target as Erik ten Hag's fresh blood alongside Kobbie Mainoo. But PSG have reportedly been reluctant to offload Ugarte for less than £59 million just 1 year after signing him from Sporting Lisbon in a £51 million deal. According to Fabrizio Romano, PSG have agreed a deal with Benfica for Neves worth a £50 million fixed fee and £9 million in add-ons. As part of the agreement, Renato Sanches will return to Benfica, where he graduated from the club's academy in 2014 before completing a £29.5 million switch to Bayern Munich 2 years later. The report claims that Neves will travel to Paris to undergo a medical this week before officially becoming a PSG player. Only 19, Neves is widely considered one of Europe's most talented young midfielders and has previously been linked with United. But this summer, the Red Devils are eyeing a deal for Ugarte and have reportedly already agreed personal terms with the Uruguay international. Neves' arrival at the Parc des Princes could be a huge development in a move, with PSG potentially needing to balance the books for further incomings. The prospect of even fewer opportunities than in his first year with the Parisians could also prompt Ugarte to make a bigger push for a departure. However, United may need to make another sale themselves to free up enough cash to fund a transfer amid financial limitations imposed by the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules.